According to a study conducted by the Pew Research Center in 2015, the idea of being a part of a nuclear family has shifted, resulting in children being raised in diverse and evolved backgrounds. The same study also entails that the reality of being in a household with two married parents has had a steady decline since the 1960s. Learning a new skill may reduce a senior's risk of dementia by strengthening connections in different parts of the brain. These connections can be improved through activities that are cognitively demanding. The San Jose Art Museum, located in the heart of downtown, is featuring a new exhibit. It's called Speed City, From Civil Rights to Black Power. The exhibit was originally curated by Erla Hill. This is computer engineering major Marcelo Alarcon's first year at San Jose State. He seems like your average student, excited about his upcoming journey at his new school.
And as a computer engineering major, this is kind of like the hot spot.
But underneath this laid-back exterior lies a motivated man to better his life circumstances.
The financial aid is enough to get me through school, and the rest, that's on me.
Alarcon was homeless for almost a month, living out of his car before he transferred to SJSU.
I was ready to give up. It was starting to just all come crashing down on my shoulders.
Other students struggle with feeling comfortable and secure with the living options available to them.
I live with 11 housemates, and we're all kind of packed up into one house.
Pamela Chung Kiao is an advertising major who found these cramped quarters through a friend. Before the semester started, the other 9 people in the house were strangers.
It's co-ed too. Can be difficult with the bathroom, and at night too, and we're at the kitchen and we're all trying to cook, but everyone's home.
Alarcon is not able to afford any boarding within San Jose, let alone his own room.
Aside from having to pay $400 to sleep on the floor, I'd say my situation's pretty good right now.
He pays the $400 for floor space at a friend's house in the East Bay city of San Ramon.
So I have to go bike 8 miles to Pleasanton to the train station. The train gets there around 6:30. It's about an hour-and-a-half ride, so I get to campus at 8 o'clock.
Alarcon is one of many students who have struggled with homelessness while attempting to go to college, but these students understand that getting an education will give them a leg up when pursuing jobs in the future. Resources in San Jose are flooded with requests to help homeless people. On any given night, more than 5,000 people are sleeping on the streets. A nonprofit called Destination Home reaches out to the homeless with special sympathy for students.
Yeah, well, I was a student myself once, and I supported myself through college. I remember my senior year, I was renting a walk-in closet for $250 a month, and that's where I was living. I was down at UC Santa Barbara at the time. So housing instability is a real problem, and now here it's even worse. It's harder than ever to find a place.
It was a moment in time, but the message behind this Black Power salute lives on. Not just here at SJSU, where Tommy Smith and John Carlos were student athletes, but now blocks away from campus in a special exhibit. The San Jose Art Museum, located in the heart of downtown, is featuring a new exhibit. It's called Speed City, From Civil Rights to Black Power. The exhibit was originally curated by Erla Hill. The exhibit showcases memorabilia and photographs. Student Max Miller is attracted to the outfits and cleats used by Smith and Carlos themselves.
You can see not only what's changed in track and field today, but also what they used in that big moment.
With every physical piece represented is a mounted description depicting the significance of the item. No shortage of information is available for those walking through the exhibit.
Maybe take a little bit more time for me to really appreciate all of it, but yeah, there's obviously a lot here, a lot of stuff to check out.
The exhibit reflects on the history of San Jose State and San Jose in general during the 60s. SJSU lecturer and longtime sports columnist Mark Purdy says this representation sparks a debate about where sports and politics should intersect.
Social justice and black activism movement melding with one of the great track teams of all time.
Some of the injustice and issues people dealt with during the time of Speed City still trouble many minorities today. The exhibit is a great way to remind current SJSU students of those who came before them.
This kind of provided some information on the background of the two athletes, and it's kind of cool that they're from San Jose State.
Less than half of children are being raised in a household with two married people, according to the Pew Research Center. Cecilar Torres is a single mother. She says raising a child on her own can be difficult, but it helped her mature as an individual.
My lifestyle, I've learned how to manage time. Definitely I feel like there's a lot more pros of being a single mother.
There's a lot of stigma when it comes to being a single parent. such as the assumption that a child is not properly cared for when both parents are not in the picture. Keone Jones says that single parenting means putting in more effort to make their children feel secure.
So not being with the mother of these children, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's certain responsibilities that I still have to uphold to make sure that I'm a good father.
According to a study conducted by the Pew Research Center in 2015, the idea of being a part of a nuclear family has shifted, resulting in children being raised in diverse and evolved backgrounds. The same study also entails that the reality of being in a household with two married parents has had a steady decline since the 1960s. San Jose State psychology professor Jill Citron says being raised by a single parent does not necessarily mean that a child is at a disadvantage. It depends on the context of which a child is brought up, as long as there are support systems and resources in place.
To be able to get a bit of a respite break from caretaking, but that doesn't always have to be another parent.
Being a parent is an important role anyone can have in life because it is a selfless act to take care of another person. Regardless of an individual's situation on why they are not with the opposite parent, it is important to maintain relationships and let the child know that they are the priority.
Her dad and I are more focused on her, and she understands that that's who we're focusing on, even though we're not in good terms.
Citron discussed that children are more understanding as long as you are open and honest with them about why their family dynamic is the way that it is. On campus, Joronica Vinluan, Update News. Stress, an all too familiar feeling for college students and faculty. As students prepare for last-minute papers, study for exams, with the holiday season in the mix, makes it even more stressful. Jessica Jimenez reports. San Jose State football possesses a winning record once again after last weekend's home win against University of New Mexico. Ryan Carlson has team and campus reaction. Students who live in Campus Village B are making their first trips to the new and improved laundry room after a whole month without the machines. Clothes were piling up. Jacqueline Vela has more on the story. San Jose ranks number 5 in the nation for average spending per year on coffee, according to Wallet Hub. Ryan Carlson gives us a look into the local coffee scene right here in San Jose.